friends, today I'll be teaching you how to draw a globe for Earth Day. Here's some materials you'll need to draw this. Something to draw with. I suggest using a pencil because you can erase your mistakes if you make one. In that case, you can keep an eraser handy. You can also use a pen, a Sharpie, or any type of marker you want. I've seen many YouTubers use Sharpies in their drawing videos, but today I'll use a pencil. You will also need any type, size, or color paper of your choice. Today I'll be using printer-sized yellow paper. You will also need something circular to trace. Now, if you're great at drawing circles freehand, then you won't need this. You will also need something to color with. Today I'll be using pencil crayons. If you're making a school poster, then I suggest using markers because they will give a nice and bold effect. Now, if you're drawing for fun, I suggest using crayons. If you are drawing with little children or little children are drawing this, then I suggest crayons. Let's get started. You will need something circular to trace, a pencil, and your paper. First, you'll place your circular tracer or something circular to trace on your paper and you'll trace it. Just like this. And then you want to make it a little sideways and draw a rectangle like this. You can see up close. Then you'll want to draw a thinner triangle on top, rectangle on top, just like this. At the bottom, you can draw two lines sticking out from the bottom and two curved lines as if you're making shoulders. This is the small, tiny stand that will hold your large globe. Now to make Earth's countries and continents. So you can randomly scribble or actually look at a real globe if you have one to get those same intricate designs. Now for me, I'm just gonna do tiny designs that make it look like this. So I'm gonna make tiny designs, in and out rectangle designs and kind of wavy designs and all. So here I'll make a wavy design, and then here I'll make one wavy design, and here I'll just make a small island. So that is my Earth. Now let's move on to the next step. If you're happy with what you draw, you can color it in. For my big piece of land, I guess I'll make it some water. So here I'll use cerulean blue. This is like an ocean or something. You can scribble it in or color it in. Just gonna sharpen this. I really like this light cerulean blue. It matches perfectly with the color of the Earth. You can choose to do a dark blue as well. I think if you're using markers, then I think maybe if you're using a dark blue marker, that might look really nice and bold for school posters. Which is really nice and it's cool. It's just so hard to color because every minute the color is finishing. I'm thinking instead it's gonna take forever with a small tip pencil crayon. I'm guessing I'm gonna quickly switch to crayons because I think I can cover it up with crayons. But then I'm thinking markers. Markers have even larger tips. Let me know in the comments below what should I use. For now, I'm gonna switch to markers. Turns out I wasn't happy with the fact that I would use such a small tip pencil crayon to cover a big area. And since I'm making a video, I kind of want to make it a little fast. That's why I'm switching to marker. I was planning on crayon, but then I realized crayon is only about 1 centimeter bigger than a pencil crayon tip. So markers are the largest tip in my case. So I'm just gonna outline. I'm using dark blue because I do not have light blue in markers. And I'm hoping this would really cover the pencil crayon well, because markers are big, dark, and they often cover surfaces. So like if you're making some detail with, let's say, a crayon, and then you just cover over it with a marker, it's gotten covered. When you do pancake art, it's much different actually. You do the facial features first and the details and all. If you're making a character, and then you put like the skin tone color, and it's really weird actually. Because when you flip it, you see it, and in real life, you have to do the background first, then the details. I'm gonna switch to the brush tip where I was using outline. So I still can see a little bit of the pencil crayon underneath the marker, but it's covering it pretty well, so that's why I'm not upset with it. This is a dark pigmented blue, which is making me concerned because it's looking a lot like a navy blue, except for when I put it right onto the pencil crayon. So I wrote, well, let me cover that up. So easy to cover it. So I'm kind of concerned if it's that coming navy blue, it's not going to look too nice. I'm wondering if I have another kind of blue, but I do not. I'm going to try to see if I can use another type of markers that I have, and maybe in that I'll have light blue, because this dark blue is not looking good, but then I can't cover marker over marker unless I'm using black over blue. I'm just going to stick to it. If I switch anymore, it's going to look worse. Now, I had planned that pencil crayon will work nice, because if you watch my last video where I had done a drawing of a fish for Earth Day, then that was a little big drawing. That's a little big drawing, and I'd say it was smaller than this. And this is just like the size of the whole paper. It's covering a lot of the paper. That's what's making it a little difficult to cover so much surface, which I think it's hard when you do it, but I think those who are okay with using pencil crayon for big surfaces, go ahead. But for me, I'm not okay since I'm making a video and I have to go a little fast. So that's why. And also, I don't have much patience to sharpen that pencil crayon every single second or minute, actually. And be doing that literally for hours to get the whole surface covered. So that's why I switched to this. I'm kind of glad and sad about switching to this. The reason I'm glad is because it's covering more surface. The reason I'm sad is because it's not coming the way I wanted this color to appear. It looks like such a nice blue, and on paper it's not. I think that's because I'm using yellow paper and those colors blend. Like if in real life you mix yellow paint with dark blue paint, you actually get a navy blue, and that's totally true. So that's what's happening here because I'm doing it on yellow paper. Now for the land, I have 2 shades of green. I have this kind of swamp green. I have this same color in pencil crayon as well. In fact, I have more shades of green and more shades of blue and more shades of colors, so on, in pencil crayon, but I have less shades of color in marker. Like, I have a lot of shades of blue in pencil crayon, but here I only have 1, which is pretty sad. Here in green, I have 2, so I'm thinking which one. I'm gonna go with this green and see how it works. I hope it works nice. If you noticed, I'm outlining it with the fine tip first, then I'm filling it in with a brush tip. I don't fill in with chisel because I feel it's not flexible, so it's hard. I have heard of flexible chisel tips and other stuff like that, but I've never gotten a chance to actually buy it. So that's why I'm just using the ones I have. So here I've outlined the green area, the land, and I'm just gonna color it in. Now if you want, and if you have space on your paper, you could write at the top, do not pollute the earth, or save earth, or you could just write happy Earth Day and stuff. For me, I don't have space, so I'm thinking of adding a little text bubble right here saying help me or save me, don't pollute me and stuff, to kind of make it look like the earth is talking. And I think I might add some faces and like some eyes and nose, facial features on it. This is happening to be dry. It's appearing like a really dry color because I love brush markers so much. I use it in a lot of videos. Like, for example, when I make the evergreen rainbow tree and the rainbow dot tree, I'll put the link below in the description to watch these videos. You can also view them on my channel. Okay, here, so this green, again, I thought it would appear like the cap, but it turned out much better, and I'm really glad about that. And I'm gonna go ahead with another shade of green for another part of land. I guess there's just one big ocean, and then the rest of the parts are land. For this, I've made swirly lines. But for this, I've made kind of like up and down and mountain design. Triangle design as well, drip design, like kind of, they make like kind of, I guess, paint dripping design. The kind of blobs, I guess. Okay, this green is a little more swamp green color. Like I said earlier, this is looking like a swamp green from the outside, and I bet it'll come like that in the inside. I meant not the inside on the paper. Okay, so I filled in that area and it looks nice. Time for some more water because Earth needs a lot of water. We humans do as well to drink and water our lawn. So definitely I want to add 2 like lake/oceans. Oops, I accidentally got to brush tip here. Let me just try to outline with brush tip. Not very good at that, so not sure if it's gonna work. I'm guessing actually I'll make this whole thing. Oopsie. Now that's slant water. If only I had different shades of blue as well. Much, much cooler. I guess actually I still have pencil crayons. Yeah, this is kind of a small area. I could do that with pencil crayon. I'm not sure if it will look bad because once you stick with one material, it's hard to move to another. It gives different effects. And it may not look too nice when you have multiple effects on one page. So here I made some land. There we go. Now I'm thinking I'm going to switch back to pencil crayon. I'm not sure how it's going to look. I hope it looks nice, fascinating. Okay, right. I'll have to sharpen this. And outline. I think it's coming out nice in the outline. It's not looking different. It's not looking like markers, but it definitely isn't looking bad or anything. And again, the tip has gotten very short so soon. Why sharpen all the time? Okay, that should work now. Filling out those yellow spots. I'm surprised it's not looking left out, but this big blue patch is not looking too good. I'm still wondering if I can fix that. For now, ignore it. This looks like a very dark and bright earth. And now I'm thinking I'm definitely gonna add the color for the stand and this thing at the top. I'm using a golden type color. This is called Golden Rod. This is a pencil crayon because I sadly do not have a color that I wanted in markers, so I remembered that I have it in pencil crayon. So I got my golden color from my pencil crayons. And there we go. This is our globe. And now I'm just gonna outline it with some black pencil crayon. And I always outline my art with black just to make it pop. And now we're done. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to get to know when I make my latest videos. Please like this video. To watch more drawing videos, check out my channel.